Oh, hey everybody, it's Kevin here. It's been a little while. Lots of things going on in life. Some COVID in the house. Everybody's well. Nothing to worry about there. I'm back here tonight while everybody's asleep, trying to answer a few questions that I get commonly on the comments. I love the comments on the videos. I try to answer every single one of them. Everybody's been fantastic, asking fantastic questions, and I really enjoy it because really I'm just sharing my knowledge and trying to teach as best I can. Today we're going to take a look at some of the setup changes I made. We're going to take a look at the kit for a second, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I've switched around so you can see what I'm looking at, and you can see I'm going to step back for a little bit. Let's get the wide view, shall we? So you can see that I've made a few changes on the left side of the kit. First things first is I took that extra tom pad and I mounted it, and I was struggling on how I was going to get that in a line so I could then go down the drums. If you've seen pictures of my big red acoustic kit, it is mimicked after Neil Peart's big kit, and so I'm used to having the concert toms on the left beat at a different height and angle. So I was able actually to find this specific drum tom clamp. You can see here, I'll put a link on my website to finding that, but it gave me enough height on the lower tube that the hi-hat's on to get, honestly, to get up and over the top of things. So it actually works out pretty well. It looks at a funny angle, but honestly, when you sit and play, it actually works out pretty well. I was struggling with how I get the hi-hat further out to the left because it was in the way, and then I thought, I can just put the hi-hat below the drum because that's how it is on my acoustic kit, obviously, because the toms go up around the top and the left there. And so it was kind of one of those duh moments. Wasn't really thinking straight. And so I moved the hi-hat, just lowered it down so it's underneath that pad so that now I can play the hi-hat no problem at all and still reach that drum. It's really fun to be able to now get a full range if I want using Superior Drummer of 6 toms. I can really get some upper reach as well as getting down into the lower end, which I really love. You know about the cymbals, still got the 5 pads up plus the hi-hat. I will say I'm not in love with this new version of the Alesis pads that don't have the anti-spin little device. I'm constantly taking that middle cymbal that I usually use as a splash cymbal and having to spin it back every 20 minutes or so. It's a little bit of annoying. Whereas the other ones, you can see that everything is held up pretty well so far. I mean, it's been about 16 months that I've had many of these pieces. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that I kind of whack the crap out of these things. I do play with wooden tips. They do recommend using nylon tips on these because it doesn't mess up the mesh heads, but as you can see, the snare drum is the only one you can see a little bit of dust on there maybe from the sticks, but other than that, I don't have any peeling on the pads. I don't have any of that stuff happening. Somebody today actually sent me a note asking me if I could show how I had the brain mounted. And I do have the brain mounted and non-standard. All the pictures that you see have it mounted on this post where the hi-hat would be. And when I first set up my kit, I didn't like it over there. I felt like it was not a good spot. So I actually... It's on the short rod that they use for the snare. I know it's really hard to see that, but there's the snare, and there's that short rod that sticks out that they give you. And the way I hooked up the snare, you can see here, it comes off at the very end of that, and then I'm able to mount the brain right next to it. So it's actually pretty convenient because it's on my left side. So I can just reach that pretty handily if I need to with my snare hand. If I need to change something mid-song, not that that happens often, but that works out. We've all seen my video, hopefully, about my replacement bass pad from 1981 or so. Still going strong, works fantastically. This is obviously the fully maxed out version. All 15 triggers are in effect here. So what is nice is that because you can program things, and right now I've been using Superior Drummer a lot. It's expensive, but it is a fantastic product. Has some great sounds and lots of flexibility. I can take like that tom there, like in one of the videos I had it down below for early distant warning, and I used a Simmons sound. So it's just a matter of where it's sitting. If like for some reason I needed a piccolo snare for some song, I could throw it up there. If I wanted another cymbal, I can throw it on there. So you really have the flexibility to do things like that. I have mentioned before, I have a pair of these Monoprice monitors. These are the big 8-inch ones, and they're on a couple of monitor stands that I got from Amazon that actually are pretty ingenious because they're basically a typical PA speaker stand where you have a pole mount, but they include a shelf that screws onto the top. But everything else is just like a PA mount, including having the safety pin bracket mount that goes through. So even though there's a clamp on it, the safety pin goes through there so they can't fall down even if it slips loose. That's a great feature, and it's really handy. Again, I have links to all these things on my website, bustingsticks.com, under the Good Stuff tab. Really helps. A lot of you have bought the splitters and cables from that list, and that's fantastic. But what's nice about these two monitors is they're two powered monitors from Monoprice. They're not too expensive, but they got plenty of power behind them. And coming out of my Mac Mini rig, I actually just go straight out to those, and if I want to hear it acoustically, I can, which is a lot of fun. Like, it's nice to hear the drums in the room every once in a while, kind of just really moving some air. Gives you a nice feeling sometimes when nobody's at home and you just want to. I really do miss my acoustic drums. So that's what's been going on with the kit there. If you follow my Instagram account, you'll see that my cousin got me this fantastic Alesis sample pad, and I haven't had a chance to finish setting it up, honestly, with everything going on, but I do plan on getting that set up. I bought an SD card because you can actually add your own samples to the kits, to the pads, which is kind of fun. So I'm going to do a few fun things, sample some things around the house and otherwise get some stuff, and we'll get that on the kit and see how that goes. But it's got 4 pads to it, so it really could add another set of flavors, and it sends MIDI again, so I could trigger some more things if I wanted to. That's really the update of what's going on with the kit right now. Like I said, it's been a busy couple of weeks, so I feel bad I haven't been able to get a video out for everybody, but I am working on it. I am going to walk through with everybody from the hidden manual that I'll repost again. These settings here, really sensitivity, threshold, crosstalk, curve. They're really kind of the important ones in terms of setting up the pads for playing as musically as possible. And so I'll go through the settings I have on my brain in the next video, and I'll get it in there so you can see what I have for all the toms and all the cymbals and the snare drum and why maybe I've set it that way. So that's just a quick update what's going on here. I promise I will try and get to that video with all the settings. Hopefully this weekend. We're expecting some snow tomorrow, so I'll be home doing some work, and maybe I can get some time down here over the weekend and get these videos edited and get them up. I also have another cover video that I've been working on. You guys have all responded well to the cover videos, which is super nice to hear. I also I'm thinking about doing some videos about some warm-up routines and some background practice stuff. Again, I have a degree in music ed. I've played and taught drums for almost 40 years on and off. I helped write and arrange for marching bands and drum corps and percussion ensembles for 34 years, believe it or not. I started when I was 3 years old, clearly. But, you know, I have a lot of that background as well, and if that's something you guys might want to see some stuff of, I'd be happy to do it, because, again, I'm all about sharing and teaching, because that's what I've been doing my whole life with this sort of stuff. So it's a lot of fun helping other folks get along with this stuff. So the subscriber count is growing and growing. We're getting close to that 1,000, which means that I can go live with mobile. I have been experimenting with live from the Mac, and some of you have jumped on during it, and I might plan to do one of those real soon. Again, throw in the comments if there's something you want me to go over. You know, maybe I'll do a live video one night, and we'll figure out a time and a date, and I'll let people know ahead of time, and you can tune in, I guess. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how that works, but it was fun. Otherwise, maybe I'll go live and just noodle around on the kit and try different sounds and play different things, and just kind of do it in a stress-free, no-pressure environment. So anyways, thanks for your help. Thanks for your support. Like, subscribe, visit the website, bustingsticks.com if you can. If you need a Amazon link for some of the things that are on here, it helps out. And until then, I'll see you real soon. Thanks. Bye.